So, hello and good evening to everybody. Thank you for joining us today. This webinar is an extension of a previous webinar titled The Key Skills for Success in the Cosmetics Industry. Today, you will learn how to develop these essential skills to succeed in the cosmetics industry while you're still in college or while you're still studying. I request others to please put your audio and video on mute so that we have good clarity. And please drop in your questions in the chat box provided. We will get back to you very soon. First, let's welcome our guest speaker for tonight, Dr. Swati Gajpie. She's a researcher with a PhD in Cosmetic Science and Technology, and she has over 14 research publications under her name. She also has a rich teaching experience of over 5 years. Welcome, Dr. Swati, and thank you for joining us once again for this webinar.
Pleasure.
I request you to please begin the session.
Okay, I'll share the screen. Okay. So, today we will be shedding lights on essential skills, proactive approach during colleges, and the strategic step for transitioning into cosmetic industry as a fresher. I, Dr. Swati, welcome you to the second part of the webinar, and we'll be seeing how to develop cosmetic skills during colleges. So let's begin. Now, these are all the skills that we have discussed in our previous webinar. These will be how to develop the skill as a student. What are the skills? Skills are formulation and product knowledge, market research and trend analysis, strategies, marketing and branding, sales, financial management, and networking. We will see all these skills in detail. So, let's begin. Now, this is the first skill that is on cosmetic formulation and product knowledge. In the first scale, when we talk about product formulation and the product knowledge, you can gain this scale through your practical session where you can get hands-on experience in formulation and also understanding the key ingredients. Now, why this is important? Like, for example, if you're developing an hair care product and want to add some conditioning agent into your hair product, mostly it's kind of fatty acids, then you need to know about the molecular structures of that ingredients because conditioning agent plays a vital role in enhancing the structure and manageability, overall health of the hair product. Now, the presence of double bond in such conditioning agent, mostly fatty acid, if you are using it, it can significantly impact their properties and their effectiveness. Now, the presence of double bond introduces the level of flexibility and the mobility in the molecular structure. Now, understanding the fatty acids like unsaturated fatty acids, which have got more than one double bond between the carbon atoms in their heterocarbon chain, the presence of double bond introduces a kink or a bend in fatty acid chain, preventing molecules from flow tracking together. Now, due to the kink introduction by a double bond, the overall density of the conditioning agent decreases, and this enhances the penetration and provides silky smooth feel to the hair without making it greasy or heavy. Now, what do I mean by saying the introduction of double bond gives out a kink in the molecular structure and that affects the density? Let's take an example of the oleic acid and the palmitic acid. Now, if you look at the molecular structures of this, you can have an polar head like this and a tail like this. Now, this polar head is hydrophilic in nature and the tail is hydrophobic in nature. You might have learned about this in a micro formation, right? Now, if you take a look at palmitic acid, this is a polar head and this is a chain. Now, how this will look like in the arrangement? Like this, right? Now, there is no distance there. There is no gap between this. So, this is very dense product because of their molecular structure. Now, if you take a look at the oleic acid, this is the polar head, this is the chain. Now, here is a double bond present. And because of a double bond, there is a bend in the fatty acid chain. Here is a double bond. Because of the double bond, there is a change here, right? Bend here in this fatty acid chain. Now this, as you can see, there is a gap that has been provided because of this kink that has been introduced and because of this double bond. Now here we can say because of this distance here, this is less dense. And because of this less density, you can evenly spread such product on the hair shaft. So when you next time take interest in formulation, you do your practical regularly, then besides taking interest in formulation as to how much percentage the active ingredients that you are putting in, variations in percentage, try to find out the molecular structure, the chemistry behind the cosmetic science. Okay, so in that way you can actually be able to get to know about the errors in formulation. Now imagine if you have put the palmitic acid as a conditioning agent in your hair care product, this would have not given you the even spreading. But instead of palmitic acid, if you have used oleic acid, then this will give you an even spreading, a good feeling, without having greasy or heavy feeling in your hair care product, right? So this is how you can identify the errors in formulation if your formulation is not working. So next time when you do your practical, pay attention to all these things, okay? Moving on further with our next skill, that is market research and trend analysis. Now, to get an understanding of your market research, you can read books, you can read blogs, you can watch videos, podcasts, attend webinars, workshops, and you can also follow companies and industry experts on social media. You can also conduct survey and analyze data. You can engage in online communications as well for the market research, where some of them can provide you free workshops on trending cosmetics as well. Now, like the Aerial workshop, you can find such group on Facebook and join their WhatsApp group. Now, this is not for advertisement, it's just for you to understand it again. Moving on further with our same scale, where you want to know about the trends. How you can get to know about the trends by reading magazines. You can read magazines like BTC, you can read Allure, Glamour, Cosmopolitan, Alex, etc. Now they focus on the latest trends, new innovation, and also on product and also on the product reviews. Right now, what is marketresearch.com? Now, marketresearch.com, you can opt for this type of services to know about the market research. Now, this gives you an information on the market research. Then there is an Euromonitor, which provides market reports and comprehensive data on the market size, trend, and consumer behavior. Then there is Mental, that provides market research report, consumer insights, and the trend analysis. Then there is NPD Group, offers market research, includes sell data, consumer behavior, and trend. Now, they track retail sales into various beauty categories and provide valuable information for the businesses. Next is cosmeticdesign.com. This website focuses on news, trends, and analysis in cosmetic and personal care industry. They cover topics such as product launches, market trends, regulatory updates, and many more. It is TechNet. Now, this can also give you an information on market research. You can also read blogs on cosmetic brands. You can also have information on top selling cosmetic brands. All this will help you to identify market opportunities. Next is Qualtrics. Qualtrics is also a web-based survey a software that provides or that conducts a market research. Now, this information can be used to identify trends, understand customer needs, and develop effective marketing strategies. Collecting cosmetic customer feedback. Now, this can help in improving product features, identify potential gaps in the market, and launch a new product that meets the customer demands. And analyzing data. From analyzing data, you can measure customer satisfaction, product performance. This can actually help in identify the areas for improvement. Besides this, they also have various services that you can discover on this website, such as you can read blogs, They also conduct events and webinars so you can enhance your knowledge about latest research and trends. They also provide training and certificate courses on designing survey, analysis data, and reporting so that you yourself can take a survey to know what is trending in cosmetic industry. Further, there is SurveyMonkey. Now, SurveyMonkey provides cosmetic business with versatile tools to collect valuable feedbacks from customers, understand market trend, and make data-driven decisions to improve products and the services. You can improve all the skills by following all such websites. Moving on further with our next skill, that is on entrepreneurship and the business strategies. You can develop entrepreneurship and business skills by enrolling various online courses and through networking as well. Although your course study will definitely give you knowledge about business skills, but opting for an online courses will give you a real world knowledge from the experts in the industry. What are those? There are FIT, there are Upgrade, there's LinkedIn, there's Allison, and many more. Now, what is FIT? That is at Fashion Institute of Technology. Now, these provide unpaid online courses. They will give you a knowledge on business essential from the experts, which will help you learn about current industry practices. Then next is Upgrade. Now, Upgrade is a free online course where you can learn about business management, marketing, analytics, etc. so that you can develop entrepreneurship and the business strategies. Next is Allison. Allison is also an free online courses where you can improve your knowledge on how to come up with that creative innovation. This will help your brain to come up with the new ideas. You can learn all the things from such websites. Next is LinkedIn. All are aware about the LinkedIn. LinkedIn also provide free courses from Udemy, Coursera, Skillshare, etc. You can upgrade your skill to all these platforms and also make your resume strong, right? Moving on further with our next skill, that is marketing and branding. Now, to develop your marketing and branding skill, you can do small campaigns in your campus while you work on your final year project. Pitch your product with the mission, like for example, mission of Fenty Beauty, which is founded by and Rihanna, is to create a beauty product that caters a diverse range of skin tone and celebrate individuality. Now, their mission is to challenge traditional beauty standards and provide inclusive options for all skin types. So this is the perfect way to pitch your product and market them effectively. You can take inspiration from all these things. You can also learn it from the platform like Reddit and Switch, where you can learn how to increase brand awareness, how to write blogs, and you can also speak with the experts, enhance your knowledge for effective marketing. Moving on further with our next skill is on STEM. Now, to increase your skill in selling, you can participate in college annual feast or volunteer yourself where you can set up a stall or sell handmade cosmetic products. In this way, you can also work on your communication skills, teamwork, problem solving, and also be creative. Now, this requires a planning. You should set a goal on how much sales you can achieve based on who and how many people will be visiting your store. You can also seek internships and the part-time job on cosmetic retail stores or the beauty counters. Collaborate with and local events and markets. Set up stalls or booth with the local fairs and market to sell handmade cosmetic products. Enroll in sell training program or online courses that teaches you effective sell techniques. Then you can also volunteer yourself during product launches or the promotional event that is organized by a cosmetic brand. Moving on further with our next skill.
Dr. Swati, here I would like to ask you, you've mentioned that these activities in college that students can do. So, do you think these activities will actually help them, like in the future, if they go for sales? Like, how can it really help them to, plan how to do those activities there in their profession?
Yes, because see, when the student take up their research project in their final year, so they try to find out first what is trending, what are consumer behavior, what are consumer needs, and then they come up with a new and innovative product. So in that way, they know what's going to be their unique selling point, and because of that, they can plan a sales strategies accordingly, right? And even in final year, when they need to present the research outcome to their professor, they can actually develop their communication skills, which is vital for selling, for pitching the effectiveness of the product. Okay. In that way, if they take up with the research project, they can definitely increase their sales, develop their sales. Right? Okay. Moving on further with the skill financial management. Taking online courses or the workshop on financial management for small businesses. Learn to create a budget, track expenses, and focus revenue. Understand the cost involved in resourcing ingredients, packaging material, marketing. This knowledge will help you to make informed decisions about pricing, about profitability, and cash flow. Now, these skills you can develop by working on your final year project as well, where you can buy raw materials from various suppliers, tally their pricing, and then make an informed decision on what raw material should be selected at the lowest possible price offering. Then you can also learn about your budget planning, how much to spend on raw materials, how much to spend on the testing that you are required for your final year project. So in that way, you can manage your credit cards and bank details wise. Next skill is on communication and networking. Engage yourself actively during internship, research project, teaching role, practice effective communication with colleagues, supervisor, and students, improving your interpersonal skills. You can also create a polished LinkedIn profile with your skills, your project, aspiration in cosmetic industry. Connect with industry professionals, alumni, engage yourself in meaningful conversations. Approach mentorship with genuine interest and curiosity. Actively listen to mentors' experience and the advice. Improve your ability to engage in meaningful conversation by proactively engaging in all such activities. You can develop a strong communication skill. Through practice and the genuine interest in building connection, you can confidently navigate professional conversation and relationship in the cosmetic industry. Right? Now, moving on further, this is our last slide, which is on transitioning as a fresher. Now, as a fresher, you can customize resume to emphasize skills acquired during cosmetic courses, internship, and projects. Write a personalized cover letter expressing passion for cosmetic field. Highlight specific course, project, experience relevant to the desired position that you are applying for. Apply for internship in cosmetic companies, apply for entry-level course such as research assistant, product testers, or the market associates, etc. Create a profile, LinkedIn profile, highlight the skills, internships, and the project, connect with industry experts, engage in discussion, and showcase your passion and knowledge for enroll in online courses or the workshop that we have just said to develop your skills like digital marketing, product management, and analysis, etc. Continuous learning also demonstrates your commitment for the professional growth. Now, by focusing on all the strategies, you can effectively transform cosmetic industry as a fresher. That was all about today's webinar. Thank you.
Great. Dr. Swati, I would like to ask you a few things over here. So in this last slide, you have mentioned about, tailoring the resumes. So can you just give an example, like since most of our students are from the cosmetic science background, so if they want to apply for a job in the cosmetics industry, like any tips on how they can write their resume while they are still in college, and how can they actually, tailor it to the position that they're applying for?
Okay. Tailoring resume according to the job description is because you cannot have the same resume for R&D or QC or marketing that you are applying for. So you must highlight the keywords that are there in job description. You can highlight the skills that you have developed during your coursework, during online courses, workshop, research project. So instead of emphasizing on the job duties, you can emphasize on the skill that you have obtained, developed during all such coursework that you have taken up. And you can also, when you send online resume, now make sure that your online resume have direct link to your LinkedIn profile, and make sure that your LinkedIn profile is also updated regularly. Besides that, you can also make sure that there is no errors, spelling mistakes in your resume. You can also take a help of an AI to write your resume like career.io, etc. So if you follow all these things, then you can make a strong resume and stack up. Good luck with that.
Great. And one last question from my side. Since you have also been in the teaching industry for quite some time, so usually in the colleges also, you have like centers, right? Student centers, which also can help
Yes.
you to get job opportunities. So any tips for our students, if they are still in college and they can interact with those centers well, so that, they can have better networking or job opportunities?
Yes, usually career centers have connections with cosmetic industries, professionals from cosmetic industries. So through their connections, they can actually arrange guest lectures or the innovative talks from the cosmetic industry, and they can also have a company visit. So in that way, it is a good exposure for the student to get directly connected with the professionals from the industry, right? And besides that, the career centers people also upgrade their students on the latest internship position or the latest job position that they have in the cosmetic industry. So if anyhow student can develop an effective communication with the career centers, they can take their best step forward in the cosmetic industry. So they need to know, need to have a good communication skill and networking through the career centers so that they can apply to a right position they are deserving for.
Great, great. So I guess we are done with the webinar here. And first of all, thank you once again to each and everybody who has joined us today. And special thank you to Dr. Swati for taking time out once again for our dear students. And I'm sure today all of you must be leaving with a lot of expert insights, especially, to develop the essential skills while you guys are in college and also apply them when you start your professional journey. I'm sure these tips and insights are such that, you will not just usually find them on Google. So thank you, everybody. And please drop in your questions in the chat box and we'll get back to you via the WhatsApp group. Stay tuned in the group for such interesting sessions and webinars. So we'll see you then. Thank you and good night, everybody. Thank you.